God was involved. And God's involved in our life all the time, but these were really some significant events that occurred that we felt he was really working in. Next thing that occurred after this accident, my son was an organ donor. He donated his body to an organization called LifeShare. Donated skin, eyes, that kind of thing. And we had a letter from a 18-year-old boy that got my son's ligament in his arm, his right arm. He was a baseball pitcher that had Tommy John surgery. He wrote us a real nice letter thanking us and left his phone number at the bottom of the letter. He said, please call me. So my wife got on her cell phone, called him, and got his voicemail. And so we waited for a phone call back from him. Didn't get any kind of call. Waited for months, no call at all. We thought, I guess he's not going to call us back. Well, my wife and I are foster youth mentors. We take kids from the county out bike riding, camping, and we've been doing that for many years. Even when my son was alive, he was very active in it. Taught kids how to ride bikes, bike quads, that kind of stuff. Anyway, we were taking our foster youth mentee to Coronado for a bike ride. We were driving on this freeway, all together in the car. Right in front of this house, my wife's cell phone rings. This is months after we left the voicemail. And who do you think was calling? The 18-year-old boy that got my son's ligament. And he goes, I'm sorry I didn't call you back sooner. So anyway, he wanted to meet us. So we met him and his mother up at the Claim Jumper restaurant in Carlsbad. We had dinner with him. So we're talking. And he asked the question of us, so what kind of car did Devin die in, my son's name? And we said it was an Acura Integra and the model and everything. And he goes, I drive that same car. We said, we drive that same car. He goes, yeah, we drive that same car. I drive that same car. So then we started talking to his mom, and his mom says that she's a foster youth mentor at CASA, just like we are. And there's not that many people out there that do that kind of thing. So we think God was working in that, all that. Yeah, we do. Then the final thing that occurred, and the boy, we had ended up adopting a boy, but how we had adopted him was a little unusual.
You adopted a boy?
Yeah, adopted a boy. Well, how that occurred, the events that led up to that. For many, we've been talking about adopting a boy for many years, even when my son was alive, and being involved with the foster youth mentorship and such. We got to meet kids, and my son liked the idea too. We just never got around to it when he was alive. After he died, we approached a lady at our church that we thought might know something about it. Her name was Lisa Walker. We didn't really know her. We just walked up her and asked her one day. We thought she might know. And she goes, I got some information on how to do it, but can I get your phone number and I'll call you back with the information and such. And so my wife gave her cell phone number, and we waited for a call back from him. We didn't hear anything back from her for months. No call, no nothing. The last place I saw my son alive before he died, my wife had to go to a convention up in Long Beach, was at the Olive Garden restaurant here at Grossmont Center Shopping Center over here. We had dinner there as a family many times, and we were reluctant to go back to that restaurant. We had the memories and such. And one night we said finally, let's just go back and have dinner. And we did. Had dinner, left the restaurant, walking into the parking lot of the restaurant, in almost the exact spot we said goodbye to my son for the last time, my wife's cell phone rings, and who do you think is calling us?
People with the adoptive.
Lisa Walker from our church. She goes, Pam, I'm sorry I didn't call you back sooner. I went on a missions trip to Jamaica. I just got back. So, okay, God, I guess you want us to continue down this road. So we did. And actually, the boy that we adopted is here, Plain, back here somewhere. My wife's got an eye on him. He moved into our house May the 28th. But when we first met this boy, we were given an address by the county. We didn't know where this place was. There's tons of foster homes all over San Diego County. We're just given an address. My wife sticks the address in her phone. She's got one of those GPS voice-activated phones that talk out loud. We start following the directions. We go right, we go left, we go right, we go left. We start noticing we're getting close to Mesa College. That's where my son was headed when he died. And we're saying to ourselves, why are we getting close to Mesa College? We're getting closer to Mesa College. We're at the front gate entrance of Mesa College, and my wife's cell phone says turn left. The place where this boy used to live borders Mesa College. So he's moved into our home now, and so it's, God's real. A lot of people question that, and he sees the conversation that we're having right now, and you sound like you're a believer, and he wants you in heaven. He wants your whole family in heaven. He also wants us to tell others about him. He's not coming back, the Bible says, until his good news has been spread throughout the world. The way things are traveling right now in technology and everything, this is going to be on the World Wide Web. So other countries have an opportunity to watch it, and we have another chance to witness to others. And who knows, Bill Gates might give 100,000 computers to some country that doesn't have them right now. You don't know. It's just the way things are going. And everything that's happening right now in the world, earthquakes, the Gulf oil thing, a lot of things are happening right now. I think we're getting close. But only God knows that. But got any questions for me? That's about it. No. Give you some testimony there, and
I'm very sorry to hear about the sadness your family's had.
Yeah, it's but
I'm glad for the experiences you've had since then.
Yeah, it's there's trials in our life, right? And I think trials help you. Trials will do one of two things. You'll either run away from God and blame God for it, or you get closer to God. And do I feel like I've gotten closer? Sure. It brought me to my knees in many ways. But it's good. It's God's in charge of all this. I'm sure I'll learn all the reasons why, hopefully someday. But until then, we just continue down this road. All right. Well, thanks, Nancy, and God bless you.